This is the Uptick Newswire Stock Day podcast, sponsored by InvestorsHangout.com. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, and YouTube to stay up to date on penny stock news and interviews, public information on OTC, pink sheets, and microcap stocks from around the world, with your host, Kathryn Donnelly.
Okay, so from hair care to movies, Naughty Donuts and the Super Bowl, the gentleman joining me today is none other than CEO of S&M Global Holdings, trading on the OTCPink under the ticker symbol SNMN. Please welcome Mr. Troy Lowman. Mr. Lowman, welcome to the Stock Day studio.
Hi, Kathryn. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Thank you very much
for joining me. Good to see you again.
Yes, you as well. You are in the business of acquiring and developing a variety of businesses with a variety of current projects. Can you please give our viewers a taste of this donut franchise that you were working on? Okay,
Kathryn, so we've been working with Naughty Donuts since early last year. They currently have two franchises in the DC area of Sterling, and they want to open one up in Georgetown. What they do is they have a brand where they try to sell high-end, unique donuts. And they also sell that with wine or some kind of liquor. So their clientele is more of the high-end niche type of market, sort of a Johnny Rockets type of thing. And we feel that the operating stores are great, but the franchise capabilities of Naughty Donuts is enormous. So what we're going to do with their owner, Natalie Ramos, we are going to go on the road over the spring and summer, and we're going to try to take it national through 20 to 40 cities.
Okay, so is it Naughty Donuts or is it Naughty Girl Donuts?
Well, it's Naughty Girl Donuts, but people have different names for it, so.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's Naughty Girl Donuts, and we're excited because we feel that we can franchise it sort of like you Dunkin' Donuts or even something like Chick-fil-A or McDonald's in a certain way. And in certain cities like Vegas, LA, New York, the high-end brand, I think, would play very well.
Okay. Sounds delicious.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk finances. You have been acquiring a few Paul Mitchell schools. Can you share what kind of revenues you plan to see with those coming onto the books?
Well, the Paul Mitchell schools are all ready-made revenues. They've been in business for over 10 years. The owner is retiring. I have a relationship with upper management, and I've gotten along really well with the current owner. We are already have taken steps to take over the school in early April. The revenues right now are between the two schools are over $6 million in revenues. We feel that with a few things that we are going to do, we can increase that by 20 to 40% almost immediately. And the upper management that I have a good relationship with is going to stay in this place, and we're going to try to expand both schools.
Okay, wonderful to hear. All right, so President Trump declared the opiate epidemic a national health crisis. What are you and S&M Global planning on doing to draw some attention to this problem?
Well, we have a division, Kathryn, in S&M called Metaphor Entertainment. Aside from the major movies that we're trying to get off the ground right now, we are taking time for singers, restaurants, and funding documentaries. David Teef, a local musician, and also somebody who is very much aware of the opioid problem in that area, came to me with a documentary that he wants to talk about how it's affecting not only the inner city, but also the suburbs. And he wants to couple this with a concert that will benefit the area. Our area in the DC, Baltimore area is being hit pretty hard, just like a lot of places. You know, opiates are flooding all over the country right now. We feel this will give awareness to it, but also not only awareness, but try to help the problem by having a benefit concert. We're also coupling with Springwood Productions to do blockchain financing on all the entertainment content in the documentary, not only the pieces in it, but also we're going to do a soundtrack. So we'll have a virtual store, and we feel we can do this with a lot of our properties. We have a singer, Chris Jane, LA-based singer that we feel is really up and coming, and we're going to also start a store for her and also obviously our big movie Potential that's coming out. So I feel that's the cutting edge technology, and I feel that this is a way for entertainers to protect their properties.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay, so speaking of entertainers and singers, why are you making an appearance at the Super Bowl?
Well, our movie Potential is a Maryland-based movie. Directors from Maryland bred. A lot of the movie's going to be shot in Maryland, and we wanted to get some Baltimore icons. One of the people in our company is an agent for Ray Lewis. Ray is actually a shareholder in the company, so he's going to have a memorable, small but memorable part in the movie, and he's up for the Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. So he's going to be up at the Super Bowl. We're going to tout the movie and raise involvement in it, and so it should give us a lot of publicity. And that movie's in pre-production, but we want to go in full production by March. So we're waiting for the cinematographer, who's Dean Cundy, A+ cinematographer, did Back to the Future, Jurassic Park. And once he's available, we'll go into full production. Should be a lot of fun.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Any free tickets, I'm in. All right, so there's tons happening at S&M Global. Anything else that you think our viewers should be enlightened on? Well,
the last time I spoke to you in Everett on a radio interview, we had just got approved for a Reg A. It was a $12 million SEC approved Reg A that we were going to fund all our companies with. We're taking steps right now to structure to where we can fund all our companies all at once over the next 60 days. So if you stay tuned, we'll be coming up with news where all these companies will get off the ground. We haven't talked about our MJ company, but we're looking at a big project that we have to get a little bit more, solidify a little bit more before we announce that also. But we're always looking for more entertainment properties. We're looking at a few themed restaurants. We feel that the Naughty Donuts and Paul Mitchell schools are going to put immediate revenue in our pockets. And we feel that the movie and the documentary, which I feel is really relevant, we're not going to be profitable for S&M, but I think it's a relevant subject, in today's world.
Absolutely.
So.
All right, so there's some great potential and traction coming on for S&M Global Holdings. For a stock that we at Uptick Newswire find to be undervalued, please visit their website at snmholdings.com for all the latest happenings on this media and entertainment company. Thank you very much, Mr. Lowman.
Thanks, Kathryn.
Thank you.
This program is entirely sponsored and produced by Uptick Newswire LLC, which is responsible for the content. The opinions and information provided on this program are those of the guests and those of the respective companies they represent, and do not necessarily reflect those of the staff or management of Uptick Newswire. Uptick Newswire encourages all listeners of this program to do their due diligence and research when determining investment strategies that will work for them, or to seek the assistance of an investment professional. The guests of this program may have paid for its distribution and are not directly affiliated with Uptick Newswire or this station.